Hey my Squidlings, I hope you're having a squidlicious day. Today we're going to be doing another review, and for all of you who voted in the poll, I'm super duper sorry. I was going to do the dip pen, it won by a landslide, and then I decided to save it for Inktober, so please don't hate me. So today we're going to be doing a review on the Graphite 90 gram or 41 pound sketch paper, and this is actually Dot Grid. This is Clairefontaine brand, and they did send this to me to review, but I'm not being sponsored or paid, and opinions on my own. This is gonna kind of be a review slash tutorial because I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a face somewhat correct and anatomically wise, at least in like anime style, with a dot grid, because I think it would be fun, and it's something that I've never done on this channel, and I don't know, dot grid is how I first learned how to actually draw a second eye instead of covering up with hair a lot, so we're gonna do that. So, before I go into the video, this is just your standard white paper, hey, you can see my window pattern. And you get 80 sheets in this, so it's not super thick paper, but it's kind of like your average sketching paper. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the tutorial part, and of course I'm going to be talking to you about quality stuff as well, so let's get into it. Alright, so one thing I think is pretty cool about this is it's got perforated top, so you can actually just fold this over without worrying about damaging your paper, which is really handy. So you can kind of see the dots on the side here. Now, since we're going to be doing a tutorial, cat hair, I'm just going to sketch. So I'm going to sketch on this side because I've got window light here and it doesn't like me very much. So we're going to sketch here. Alright, so for instance, let's say you want to draw two eyes. And let's start on a dot for the crease of the eye. And let's say you like this eye a lot. It's like your favorite eye you've ever drawn in your whole life, and it's so good, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't replicate this. Well, what you can do is you can see that it's about 4 points long, and it's also from this dot to this dot about 3 dots high. So you can kind of generally see where you're going to want to put it. Also, since it is 4 dots wide, you're going to want to put 4 dots between the second eye. So you're going to want to start here and just kind of go with it, see where it takes you. Katie from the future here. Let's talk about the product. So for general info, this comes in both A4 and A5 sizes, and you can get them with different colored covers. They come with 80 pages, and they are 41 pounds or 90 GSM. As far as quality is concerned, it's really great for bullet journaling and sketching. You get a lot of sheets, which I think is nice, and the paper is sturdy. It erases well. However, it doesn't take anything well aside from ink and pencil, so it's relatively thin paper, and it's not the best for full finished illustrations. And then you can also kind of tell that the bottom of the pupil is about 1 dot space between the corner of the eye, so let's just put it on this side. And we'll pretend this is the other corner, so we'll put it about a dot space away from that side. And then you can kind of fill in the rest from there. And then you can embellish on it, of course, because it is your drawing, and you want to make it unique if you can. And I mean, they're not perfect, but it's a lot better than drawing like one wonky eye and one not. That's a good way to kind of get one eye that's really good, and then you're like, oh no, I need to put hair in front of this eye. You don't actually. You can use the dot grid to help you out, and then the more you practice, the more you'll just be able to do it without even thinking about it, of course. And then again, another thing you can do is you can actually just fill in the rest of the face. So let's put in an eyebrow on this side. So this eyebrow goes from this dot right here to this dot at the very end, which is 6 dots, but it also aligns somewhat with this corner of the eye. So what you want to do is find the other corner of the eye, kind of match it up, and get it to be around 6 dots. And if it doesn't look right to you, you can always adjust it. It just depends on what you like. Because this one looks really great with 6 dot across. This one doesn't look so great. It only looks great with 5. And I might actually adjust this one to be 5 as well. And actually, I think they both benefit from shortening them a little bit. And one thing I've noticed is kind of funny is the distance between the eyes, at least on a normal human face sometimes, is also the distance between the corner of the eye and the nose. So this is 4 dots across, so diagonally you'll want your nose to start about here, which is 4 dots diagonal. There you go, got yourself a cute little nose. You can shade it as you wish. Alright, so there is that. Then about 2 dots or so down, at least for this one, just because the space between the nose and the mouth is relatively small. I'm going to just add a mouth. Now this is just the inner part of the mouth, of course. It looks really weird right now. And then you'll just want to add the lips, or, you know, whatever you want to do for the mouth. Now, I've drawn this mouth a little big. You'll want to know, at least on a human face, that the corners of the mouth, if it's kind of relaxed, kind of goes to the corners of the eye. So you'll want to watch for that, just to make sure that you don't draw your mouth a little too big. Of course, you can fit this into whatever style you want. This is just what I want to do with it. I want to make it a little bit accurate. And I think this looks a little too big, so actually I'm going to erase it and I'm going to start over. And then I'm going to shade it just a little bit. And there's a face. And then, you know, you can add any embellishments that you want to that. And then if you want to add the actual face, you can certainly do so. The price, as far as I can tell, at least on the link that I have in the description, is $7.92 for an A5 size. However, if you live over in Europe, you can get it a little bit more easily than you can here in the States. Because I think the only retailer I can think of that sells it here is Amazon. And lastly, as far as likes and dislikes are concerned, I think it's really great for sketching and planning your drawings, as well as drafting. You can do things easily like geometric shapes without thinking because of the dot grid, and anatomy for me is pretty easy with that. And it's really handy for bullet journaling. I know bullet journaling is a really big thing, and I think I might end up using mine for that purpose. But I think it's really great for that. And you get a lot of sheets, and they're easy tear out sheets, which I don't know about you, but it's a bonus in my book. The couple of dislikes that there are a couple of dislikes. They've got thin sheets of paper, which, you know, is just a con for me in general, and it doesn't take very many different mediums. It takes pencil and ink, and I mean ink as in like a pen, so I wouldn't do much else in the way of media on that paper just because it is so thin. And then, of course, you can tailor this, you know, to your preference. Like I said, this is just how I prefer to draw things. I did add a little bit of shading just to be fun with it. But again, it's just helpful to, you know, use a dot grid to get your anatomy pretty well. Again, that's how I kind of learned, at least, to jump out of my comfort zone. and you can definitely use it for other parts of anatomy, and maybe, just maybe, I might do another video on this, but I thought it would be fun just to kind of draw a face in this picture, and, you know, and then kind of teach you, because I know that a lot of young artists have trouble drawing facial features and stuff, and it was one thing I struggled with a lot when I was younger, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger too, not being able to draw a face definitely hurt my creative process. I was always down on myself for not being able to draw that second eye or something like that, so it's nice to be able to help, and hopefully it did help. If you found it helpful, definitely leave a like on this video. It would help me out a lot, and I appreciate that you take your time out of your day, you know, to watch my videos. It makes me really happy. So anyway, if you liked the video, don't forget you can thumbs it up, like I said, if you like reviews and stuff like this. Also, don't forget, if you want to be a part of our cute little squid pod, you can hit that subscribe button down below to keep updated on when I upload new videos. You can also follow me on any and all of my social media, and I will have my links in the description below as well to where you can go find those. And yeah, until next time guys, toodaloo!